Here's a neuroscientific fact you're not ready for. Right now, your brain is deleting the very skills you need to succeed because you're learning them the wrong way. Most people think their intelligence is fixed, but the reality is your brain has been lying to you about your potential. Your brain is not fixed. It's a constantly changing clay, and it has one amazing, invisible superpower: neuroplasticity. Today, I'm giving you the scientific 3-step protocol to hack neuroplasticity and literally rewire your brain to learn anything faster, break bad habits, and achieve your goals. Stick with me, because the last step reveals why your brain deletes the very information you need to succeed and how to fix it. So let's dive into it. What is neuroplasticity? Neuroplasticity or neural plasticity is the brain's ability to change in response to external stimuli like what we see, what we hear, or what we experience in our environment, and internal stimuli like a thought or an insight in our mind. It means that our brain is not fixed, and it has the ability to create, modify, or strengthen existing neural networks. And once you understand it, you will see why you've been stuck in the same bad habits for years. Whether it's a new language, new skill, or a career shift, your brain is like clay. But there is a problem. If you don't actively shape it, the world will shape it for you, usually into a version of yourself that's distracted and average. But here's where it gets even worse. There is a memory thief in your routine. Every time you passively consume information without the protocol I'm about to show you, your brain triggers a pruning mechanism. It sees your unapplied knowledge as clutter and actively deletes it while you sleep. You aren't just forgetting. Your brain is intentionally throwing your hard work in the trash because you didn't give it a reason to keep it. Phase 1 is preparation or priming. Most of you are closed for construction of neural networks. If you are stressed, distracted, or bored, your brain chemical locks you out of your own memory centers. To enhance the priming or preparation phase, start with 5 minutes of breathing, non-sleep deep rest, NSDR, or visual focus if you feel stressed or distracted. Conversely, if your energy is low or feel bored, take a brisk walk or do 10 jumping jacks to reach the optimal state for learning. This clears the stress fog, eliminates distractions, and cures boredom. Signals to your brain that it's time to be open for construction. For better priming, you must unlock the power of behavioral relevance. Before you begin, ask yourself, why does this content matter to me? Why should I learn it? If you cannot find a logical connection between your core values, goals, and the material you want to learn, ask ChatGPT to help bridge that gap. This makes the information far more compelling to your brain. Make sure you understand how the learning or skill connects to your life. Use curiosity as a final priming tool by starting with provocative questions or teaser videos to make your brain more receptive to new information. If you are struggling to find the hook, use ChatGPT to generate one for you. Phase 2 is construction, and here's the painful part. Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes permanent. If you practice in a long, unfocused way, you aren't building a superhighway. You are building a dead end. The truth bomb? If your learning doesn't feel hard or slightly frustrating, you aren't actually changing your neural pathways. How can we improve this phase? First of all, we need to understand the power of conscious and focused practice. Practice must be conscious, focused, and continuous. Aim for 10 to 15 minutes of high-intensity focused daily practice, 3 to 5 times a week, for a duration of 8 to 12 weeks. While you're doing this, ensure you receive consistent feedback to correct errors in real time. Also, you can use the multisensory approach. Engage multiple senses such as sight, hearing, and touch to create a deeper and more robust understanding of the material. Next trick is to build on prior knowledge, which means expand new material based on what you already know. By connecting new data to existing mental hooks, the information becomes more relevant and significantly easier for the brain to attach and retain. Use the chunking method to break complex information into small digestible pieces with frequent breaks to prevent cognitive overload. Always keep that in mind. The trick isn't endless practice. It's focused, chunked, and consistent practice. But here's the part nobody wants to admit. Everything we just talked about, the hours of practice and focus, is completely useless if you skip what I'm about to tell you next. The next part explains why your life hasn't changed yet. Phase 3 is consolidation. This happens in the hippocampus and other related parts of the brain. Your brain does this to protect you from information overload. If you don't sleep properly or use active retrieval, your brain marks your hard work as trash and deletes it overnight. You've been losing your progress because you are treating your brain like a sponge when you should be treating it like a muscle that needs recovery. How can we improve this phase? Sleep is essential for learning because it strengthens neural connections and saves your progress. Without it, memory retention fails and your practice is largely wasted. Stop passively rereading your notes. Simply looking at information again does not create deep learning. Instead, engage in active retrieval methods to build long-term retention. For example, use practice tests and flashcards to force your brain to recall information from scratch and strengthen the neural pathways associated with the material. Use spaced learning to beat the forgetting curve by gradually increasing the time between retrieval sessions. Aim for retrieval session after 24 hours, then again in 2 weeks to cement the knowledge. Learning isn't done when the lesson ends. It is done when the information saved during sleep and reinforced through active retrieval. You've been blaming your bad memory when the truth is you've been just using wrong protocols. You now have the full scientific blueprint to hack your brain. Remember, neuroplasticity is real. Your brain can change. Tell me which phase you are prioritizing or struggling with in the comments. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching. Love you all, and now go revive your life.